Okay, here's a question for you. Have you ever loved something so much that you would travel 9,000 kilometers just to experience it for 90 minutes? It sounds kind of crazy, right? Well, today, we're diving into a story that really pushes what it means to be a loyal, passionate fan, a truly incredible pilgrimage for a single game of football.
I mean, really think about that. Why would someone fly halfway around the world, cross all those time zones for just 90 minutes of action? It's a huge question, and it really gets to the heart of what drives us as people. And believe me, the answer is way more interesting than you might think.
So, let's get specific. Our story is all about one fan's solo mission. We're talking a journey from Singapore all the way over to London just to see the team, Southampton, play live for the very first time. And those words are chosen very carefully. This is not a vacation, it's not a holiday. This is being framed as something much deeper, an act of devotion almost. It's making years and years of cheering from a distance into something real and physical.
So before we get into the psychology and the why, let's just break down the practical side of this. What does a trip of this scale actually look like in terms of cold, hard cash?
The grand total comes out to 1,838 Singapore dollars. That's a pretty serious financial commitment for just one weekend and one single match.
All right, let's take a closer look at this breakdown because it shows some really smart planning. You can see they use different airlines, probably to get the best deal on flights. There's the premium seat for the match, the hotel, and even the little things like the travel permit and local transport. Every single dollar here has a job to do.
So we've covered the money, but what about the time commitment? Well, this whole epic journey unfolds over a surprisingly tight schedule. It's a real whirlwind.
I mean, look at this. Day 1, you're taking off. Day 2, you land in London in the morning and go straight to Wembley for the match in the afternoon. Talk about hitting the ground running. Day 3, you get a little bit of shopping in before you're already flying home, and by day 4, you're back in Singapore. It is an incredibly efficient, jam-packed mission.
But here's the thing, the budget, the itinerary, that's just the what and the how. To really, truly get this journey, we have to dig into the why. What are the powerful psychological forces that are driving this kind of incredible commitment?
And this, for me, is where the story gets absolutely fascinating. Sports sociology actually gives us a really clear way to understand this. It breaks it down into 4 main drivers that can turn someone from just a casual fan into a dedicated pilgrim.
Okay, so first up is this whole idea of the sports pilgrimage. Think about it. For most fans who live far away, their entire connection to their team is through a screen. This trip, it makes it all real. The sounds, the smells, the energy of the crowd, it all validates years of long-distance loyalty. It makes that identity you feel something you can actually touch. Next, you've got this emotional calculation that's going on. Now, this isn't just any old game. It's against a giant, Manchester City. The odds are stacked against you. And honestly, that's the whole point. The possibility of getting a massive emotional payoff, that pure joy of seeing a historic upset, is just an irresistible pull. The higher the stakes, the bigger the potential reward.
And the last 2 drivers are just so deeply human. First, it's about social identity. We all have this powerful need to find our tribe, right? To belong. And being surrounded by 30,000 other people who share your exact same passion, that completely fulfills that need. Then there's this cool thing our brains do called effort justification. It's this mental trick where, because you spent so much time, so much money, so much effort, your brain literally makes the experience better to make it feel worth it. The colors seem brighter. The singing sounds louder. It's wild.
So you've got all these psychological forces swirling around. How do they all come together and point to this one specific match? Let's look at the final piece of this amazing puzzle.
Well, the stage is set. It's an FA Cup semifinal at the legendary Wembley Stadium in London. The stakes couldn't be higher. It's a knockout game. But there's another layer here, something that makes this particular game the perfect once-in-a-lifetime moment for a pilgrimages. And it is all about the uniform. See, Southampton are wearing this special jersey for the tournament. It's an exact replica of the kit they wore when they won their only FA Cup trophy way back in 1976. This isn't just a shirt, it's a living piece of club history.
Right, so here's the crucial part. This historic kit has become more than just a throwback. The team has worn it in every single round of the Cup leading up to this huge game. So it's transformed from a tribute into a lucky charm. It weaves this whole narrative of destiny around their incredible run. Which kind of brings us full circle, doesn't it? This journey, it isn't just about football. It's about identity, it's about community, and it's about belief. And it really makes you wonder, For that thing that you love the most, what journey would you be willing to take to make it feel real? What would your pilgrimage be?